Everyone starts somewhere, and that is also true when it comes to owning your first home. So in this video, we're going to talk about a healthy starter home mindset. So the first topic is location. When you're looking at buying your first home, your starter home, how is it in related to work? How does the commute look like? You kind of want something that's reasonable for your first home that makes sense for you and your family, and also what school district you want to be into for your first starter home, because maybe you plan on. We'll talk about that in a little bit. How long do you see yourself being in this home if it's your starter home? Do you plan on raising a family here for a while, then you want to upgrade to the next one? If so, when it comes to school and location, what school do you want to be a part of? And also like the neighborhood. So when you're having that mindset, okay, I want to be 20 minutes from work. I want to be in a pretty good school district. There's one that I really like. And also, it's a pretty good neighborhood. Not the greatest of the great, because that costs more money sometimes. And it's not completely bad. But this is a good neighborhood. And I put in town versus country. So, you know what? Like we said, something close to work, nothing too far away, good school, really good neighborhood. And we want it in town. Okay, so and everybody's situation is different, but I'm starting to build a mold of a character, and I think it's a very healthy starter home mindset. So we understand location, and everyone's location, like I said, is different. And now understand price. I think it's just something that you want to have comfortable payments. You don't want to be in a stressful situation with payments every single month. So I think that's a good way to go about that, regardless of what the purchase price is with the interest rate. If the monthly payment isn't comfortable, then it just may lead to further problems down the line. And when you have your first home, you just want something that's not like that, because you understand that you're going to be hopefully upgrading in the future. And then maybe with the money problems, maybe you have more money coming in with your job so you can deal with it. So that's something to keep in mind. And also when it comes to your starter home, a lot of this could be, first time home buyer, closing costs are pretty expensive. So how much concessions can we get when purchasing, the first home? Maybe we go really hard and don't really care as much, on the asking price. Maybe you gotta go maybe at asking, or maybe a tish over. But to get our perfect dream starter home, we need help with concessions. We need help with closing costs. So if we can get closing costs paid for to make sure that we get our dream starter home, maybe that's something we have to do. Okay? And also when it comes to price, maybe since I'm a first-time home buyer, maybe they have programs in place to help out with interest rate, to help out with closing costs, and down payment. Maybe there's certain things to help out that way. So that's a healthy mindset to have when starting to look for a starter home, or maybe you found something and then go from there. And also the style, like maybe since you understand this is a starter home, it's not your forever home, maybe the style doesn't have to be completely amazing. It just can't be terrible. Okay, it has to be just acceptable, nothing crazy bad or nothing crazy good. Let's just make it really good. And how picky do you want to be? And that comes with price and location. Like, how super picky do you have to be? If you're really picky, well, then it might be hard even getting a home, let alone a starter home that fits everything in the box. And also a style backyard. If you plan on having pets, maybe that's something, and dogs, and maybe help with kids, run around the backyard. Maybe that's something you really want for a starter home. So this is something to think about, having a healthy mindset when really selling everything in together, because this process is pretty difficult. And also, lastly, is the future. Since this is your starter home, not forever home, how long do you see yourself living in this? Can you see yourself living in this for 5 years? Yes, then by then it's potentially time to upgrade, or maybe a little bit longer. I think the average is 7 years where people own a house, then upgrade. It could be wrong on that, but it's somewhere in that time frame. And the mindset when owning a starter home is, now I'm building equity into something instead of renting that I can sell in the future. So Couple all these things together, like let's just start building our mold now. You know, this is for our location, we want to be close to work, really good school, great neighborhood, we want to be in town. Also, we just, the monthly payments doesn't have to be, we don't have to go up really hard in the upgrade of the house with the price, but we just want the payments to be pretty comfortable. And, if we could have help with closing costs, that'd be amazing, just so we can get our property or have help any way that we can with closing costs. And, there's programs you can have, so maybe we'll go do that. And the style, it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be picky, but it doesn't have to be super amazing, it doesn't have to be terrible. It just has to be a pretty good starter home in terms of quality. And we want to live in here for 5 years, and then we're ready. We understand home ownership. We have gotten promotions at our job, and we're ready to upgrade. So I think if you have that mindset going in with a first home, a starter home, that's a good way to set yourself up for success in the future, and then sell this home to buy your next home with hopefully the equity that you receive in it to help out in the next acquisition process. So if you found this video valuable, subscribe on YouTube, any other platform, follow and like for more. Thank you for watching. Bye.